Hey, what's going on, man? My name Blood Raw, aka B Rothstein. I'm from Panama City, Florida. You feel me? Um, I got into the music game, 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Started recording, and fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? For me, it became therapy after a certain point. Um, I went to prison. I got out of prison. Then I started back doing music. You know what I'm saying? When I started back doing music, I moved to Atlanta, and I met this guy named Laco. You know what I'm saying? And he became my manager, my first manager to be exact. And we was just moving around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was telling me that my music was raw. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much where I was at with it. But I got the name Blood Raw from in prison. I used to rap, and I had two homeboys, one named Cadillac, one named Ike. They used to be like, boy, that Blood Raw. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of just grew on me. When I got out of prison, I just ran with it. But in the state of Florida, Blood Raw is a slang. Like if I gave it to you in a sentence, it'll be like, I'm gonna give it to you Blood Raw. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the name comes from. But me and my boy Laco, we started moving around real heavy. He used to take me to New York. You know what I'm saying? I met the Locks, DMX, a lot of people because he from Yonkers. And they wanted to sign me, but they was going through this situation with Puff Daddy at the time. You know what I'm saying? So after I left New York, like I said, I had not too long ago got out of prison, and I really wasn't used to, moving around, as a regular person. Like, I was really used to moving around, having my own money and doing things like I wanted to do. But when I got out of prison, I tried to do the right thing. You feel me? But I wanted to do music so bad that I couldn't stay in Atlanta. I know I had to go back to Panama City. You feel me? So where I'm from. And so that's what I did. I came home. I told Locke, I said, I'll be back. You feel me? I went home, started back hustling. You know what I'm saying? And, started recording a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? And I had these 3 particular songs. Before I had the 3 songs, I had caught a trafficking charge. You know what I'm saying? And I wound up going back to prison. But when I got out, I was like, I'm finna do the music for real, because I feel like where I'm going at with it, I ain't gonna last long. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing music real heavy. Me and my cousin, we created this group called NFL Riders. You know what I'm saying? Called Niggas for Life. That's what NFL stands for. Niggas for Life. And we recorded this project together, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're doing things on your own, you kind of move different than with a group or with other people. So I kind of was excited about doing the music, and everybody else was just doing it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, when I do something, I'm 1,000% in. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing my solo project, and I actually recorded 3 songs. I have one song with Pastor Troy called My Block Burn, and I had a song called Represent. And then I had another song called Two Sides to Every Story. So I started going hard. I met this guy named C. Wakely. He became my manager. You know what I'm saying? I met this other guy named TJ Chapman, and he was like, a guy who was in the industry, and everybody knew him. He had this record pool called TJ DJs. But he took into me, you know what I'm saying? He liked my hustle, he liked my grind, and he liked my music. In fact, he loved my music, both C. Wakely and TJ Chapman. You know what I'm saying? And I met with C. Wakely. He basically told me that, you know what I'm saying, he feel like I got the talent, but, you know what I'm saying, I got to leave the streets alone. If he going to invest his time in me as being my manager, away from his family and all that, that I had to leave the streets alone. You feel me? So both guys, they said they knew I had what it take. You feel me? So that's what I did. I left the streets alone. You know what I'm saying? And then I just really went head and first with the music. Everywhere it was, that music was going on, I was there. From the classic, Homecoming, Atlanta. I was buying beats from Lil Jon. I was getting verses from artists that was already on. You know what I'm saying? I was creating relationships. And what I did different was I didn't really try to give nobody my music. You know what I'm saying? I really built relationships with people like DJs and promoters. I got their name. You know what I'm saying? I sent them texts, you know, once or twice a week, just checking on them. You feel me? They had an event, I pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the club, I'm buying drinks. Sometimes we go out to eat for lunch. You know what I'm saying? I just did it different. You feel me? Because I always know or knew, you know what I'm saying, that relationships is more important than money. You feel me? And people will remember you longer by relationships. You feel me? When you spending money, people just look at you as a dollar. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I was just hustling and I was just letting my music speak for me. So from there, probably 10, 12 months later hustling, I'm in Dothan, Alabama. And I have a show, and Jeezy had just dropped his mixtape called Streets is Watching. But it wasn't on fire in Alabama just yet. But for me, Dothan, Alabama, to be exact, is probably an hour and 15 minutes from Panama City. So I was already known in Dothan, Alabama from the streets and from my music. Like I said, I had those 3 songs. So I had a show, and Jeezy had a show at another club. It was really nobody at Jeezy's show. Everybody was at the Blood Raw show. These are facts. Y'all can fact check it, you feel me? So they left their show and they came to my show. When they came to my show, I was just getting on stage. And by the time they made it to the stage, my song Represent came on. You don't stay where I stay, nigga. You don't live where I live, nigga. You don't pay my bills, nigga. You don't feel how I feel, nigga. I'm too real, my nigga. You just hating how I live, nigga. I'm to my word for word, and they couldn't believe it.
I'm a different type of nigga. Don't put me in none of these fuck nigga lineup, man. I could never be a fuck nigga. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga. All my life I've been thuggin', and a fuck nigga can't tell me nothing. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga. Raised in the city, all I know is hustle. My only choice was sell dope and get it out the muscle. What the fuck niggas hate you cause you getting to it, and the bitches wanna fuck you cause you running through it. Niggas pocket watching, I was in the field. The love so fake, but the hate real. We got the same 24, why you niggas jealous? When it come to these hoes, boy, these niggas tellin'. You in secret competition with your dog. I could never fuck with none of y'all frauds. Thinking back, I done even been broke, but I could never be a fuck nigga. Y'all pussy niggas know. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga. All my life I've been thuggin', and a fuck nigga can't tell me nothing. I done been a whole lot of things, y'all niggas better stop playing. I ain't never been a fuck like I ain't been him. Always been that nigga at the streets, how I came through. Been had a bag ever since I was Lil Bruce. Me and my nigga took them trips out the Greyhound. I went to prison, he changed his life, he a pastor now. The same way you feed it, take you off the streets. Try to take it from your family, how you losing sleep. Everybody real, niggas big capping. Everybody plug until it's time to make it happen. I always been solid, played the game by the book. Gave all my niggas the game, taught my cousin how to cook. The way Apple did Mitch is disgusting. You fuck niggas can't tell me nothing. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga. All my life I've been thuggin', and a fuck nigga can't tell me nothing. I done been a whole lot of things, but I ain't never been a fuck nigga.
Hey, y'all watching Ross Media, R-O-S-S, okay? This is Debo from Hit Movie Friday, and I still got the bicycle. Now get out of my face, we about to fade to black.